Hey, what's up you guys, my name is Brooke and welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be another book tag. And this is not just any ordinary book tag. This is a book tag that was created by my friend Jessie over at Jessie's Shelf, and this is called the A book tag. This book tag was created in honor of Canada's 150th birthday. So I'm about 2 months late on doing this because I hate myself. And so happy 150th birthday, Canada, I guess. In honor of that, Jessie created this really awesome tag that she tagged me in. So I'm super happy to do this to say happy birthday to Canada and to support Jessie's tag as well. I'm just really sorry it took me so long to get to doing it. Alright, so we're just gonna jump straight into the questions. Question 1 is, what is your connection to Canada? I am American, so I'm not Canadian, but I have been to Canada. I've been to Halifax, Nova Scotia, and St. John's, New Brunswick, about 10 years ago with my family, and we had a lot of fun there. I don't really remember a whole lot because I was about like 8 or 9 at the time, but I do remember that I had fun. The second question is to talk about a book with red on the cover, and this is partially, because the Canada flag is white and red, so here we go, talking about a book with red on the cover. The book that I picked for this is The Hearts We Sold by Emily Lloyd-Jones. I just got this in my L crate. I have not read this book yet, but this is one of the books that I had here at college with me, and it has red on the cover, and it's really pretty, and it sounds really interesting. So in this book, there's our main character Dee, who comes from a very broken home. She's had not a great childhood. Her only freedom that she has is at her boarding school that she's getting ready to be kicked out of because her parents don't have enough money to pay for her to keep going. And in this universe, demons are real, they're things. They're not myths. You can sell body parts to them in exchange for your ultimate wish. And what Dee does is she trades her heart for her wish and becomes essentially heartless. Not everything is as she wished it was, like they say, be careful what you wish for. And she's trying to figure things out with her other heartless friend. I think his name was James. And they start to get feelings for each other, but they're like, she's like, can I love him if I don't have a heart? I don't. How does that work? Anyways, this is the book with red on the cover. Question 3. Talk about a book with white on the cover. So this book I don't have with me, but you will have a picture here or here for you to look at for your pleasure. And this book is 1984 by George Orwell. I did not like this book at all. Sorry. This is one of those classic books. I had to read it for school last year. I was really excited to read it. I really liked the premise of it, but as you can see, the title is totally white with your little eyeball on it. In 1984, it's kind of about the society where the government is Big Brother, you've heard that term. They're just hovering. They control literally everything, and they're so corrupt and crazy and do crazy things. And I really like the basis, the plot, the theme of the novel, but the way it was executed, I did not like. I didn't like the writing style. I thought it was very boring. But it was a very brilliant idea that was written. It was written in 1948 or 49. And to see as some of this stuff seems to be coming true, it's was George Orwell psychic? What? It's mind blown, but it's very hauntingly possible. Alright, moving on from the depressing, we get to the sweet side of things with question 4, maple syrup. Talk about a sugary sweet OTP. My sugary sweet OTP is definitely Percy and Annabeth from the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. Again, I don't have these books, but picture will be here or here for your pleasure. They're both very strong-willed, determined people that would do absolutely anything for the people that they care about. They care a lot about each other, and the way they act around each other is just so cute. It's I don't even know how to describe it. Just Percabeth is everything. Question 5, poutine. Talk about a guilty pleasure book or genre. Alright, so 90s point horror is totally my guilty pleasure. I love it so much. Anything, it's a lot of like YA horror kinds of books. A lot of the authors were, R.L. Stine was a big point horror writer, Christopher Pike, G. Lowry Nixon, Richie Tankersley Cusick. They all have really great, short but sweet and amazing books. I would totally recommend you pick them up. There's some other authors that I didn't mention, like it was like a big thing, and I love it so much. They all have this distinct look. You know how they say like never judge a book by its cover? No, we're judging the books by their cover. Like they all have like this like ominous font. They're all like the smaller books. Like this is, you know, like regular book size. They're smaller than that, and they have that ominous font with ominous cover images. They're gonna have like an ominous name as well. They're just totally like ominous books, and you can just tell by looking at them that they were written in the 90s, and they're most likely point horror or written by an author that was engaged in point horror writing, and it's totally my thing. You should definitely check it out. Just yes. Question number 6, Canada's diversity. Talk about your favorite diverse read. Okay, so I actually have not read a whole lot of diverse books. That's what I'm working on for this year. My favorite diverse book that I've read is More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. In More Happy Than Not, there's this main guy, Aaron, he's reeling from his dad's suicide a couple months back, but he's trying to find happiness, and he's trying to get through it with his mom, his brother, his girlfriend, and like his friends. He's starting to finally, you know, remember what happiness is like, because he's been super depressed, and he's moving up. He's on the up and up. And when his girlfriend goes away for a couple weeks, he meets this guy named Thomas, and they become like fast friends. They totally hit it off, and Aaron's like usual friends aren't like super happy about it. They're like kind of like, what? But Aaron can't, like, Aaron loves hanging out with Thomas. He loves seeing Thomas. Like, he makes him feel comfortable in himself, and he really enjoys that. And he enjoys it despite all the like issues with his other people in his life that it's causing. And he starts to have feelings for Thomas, and since he's starting to have feelings for Thomas and it's causing all of this drama, he considers having this like altering he's going to have a mind-altering procedure that will help him forget who he truly is. The whole like thing is the whole entire story is why does happiness have to be this hard. And it's such a great book. It made me cry a lot. I have a review for that. I will link it down below if you want to check it out. Question 7, lacrosse, an epic battle in a book. Like most epic battles, they happen towards the end of a book, so there's going to be things that I can't tell you about this without spoiling things, but I will say that there is an absolutely amazing battle scene in Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. It is just so good. I cannot even deal with it. It's so intense. It's great. It has a lot to do with like, it has silvers with their silver abilities and Mare, and it's just, I don't know how to describe it without spoiling anything, so you just have to read Red Queen, check it out for yourself. Question 8. 10 provinces. Talk about the 10th book you've read this year. The main thing that prohibited me from doing this tag when she first tagged me in it was that I had not read 10 books, which is so sad because last year I read 50. I've just been in such a reading slump like this whole year that like I don't know what to do. I blame 1984 because that's the last book I read last year. And I just have been in such a big reading slump. It's so bad. But I have read 10 books. Go me. And the 10th book I read is Sanctum by Madeline Rowe. Going back to the whole series thing, I can't really tell you a whole lot about this book without giving things away, but it is the second book in the Asylum series by Madeline Rowe, and it's totally good. I really enjoyed it. I think this one was my favorite. I really like this one. Definitely think that you should read this book, this series, if you're into horror, ghosts, possessions, mystery things in general. Definitely pick this book up. Question 9 is 3 territories. Talk about your top 3 books of all time. I am like a broken record when it comes to these books, and I'm not mad about it. My favorite book is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I love this book and everything. It is so wholesome and great and such a classic. It's a classic for a reason, guys. It's great. My second favorite book is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. That is my favorite book in the entire Harry Potter series, and fun fact, it's my favorite movie in the series as well. And I just love it so much because we get introduced to the Marauders, who are my faves. I like everything that we learn in this book, and just everything about this book I love. And my third favorite book is The Outsiders by Essie Hinton, and this book makes me feel things as well. All of these books make me feel things. It is set in like the 50s. It's about these gracers who are like, you know, the rebels as they conflict with the Sox, who are like the socialites, popular kids, and of course that's not going to end well, and it's particularly not going to end well for the poorer rebel people. Check all these books out, just do it. Question number 10, Beaver, tell us about an annoying but important character. Sloane from Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. I enjoyed Since You've Been Gone. I thought it was a really good book. It was kind of slow, but it picked up and it was really good. But Sloane, even though she's not physically present for a lot of the book, in the flashbacks and just in some of the ways that she treats Emily sometimes really like gets on my nerves. Like, I feel like she was a good friend. She was a very good friend. But I feel like sometimes she wasn't, you know? I just have like a love-hate relationship with Sloane because she was so, like, it was so annoying to me how she treated her sometimes. Number 11, Colorful Money, the most colorful book, naked hardbacks included, you own. The book that I have for this, again, is not with me, but it will be here or here, and it's More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. I know I already talked about this, so I'm not gonna like elaborate on it again, but the cover is just so pretty. Well, the paperback cover is just so colorful, pretty, I just love it so much. And number 12 is Say A. I'm gonna give it my best shot. A. Did I do it good? I don't know. Alright, that's it for this tag, guys. I'm going to leave Jessie's video and her channel linked down below. She tagged me, she made it, she's great. You should subscribe to her if you have not already. Definitely go check those links out below, and that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, bye.